Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Minecraft Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved on the Vermont Gaming Academy multiplayer server. Yes, I am giving you guys a first look at the multiplayer server. Now, I do have a computer screen set off to the side here. I've got the laptop pulled up. It's a slight delay, but I can see the chat for once. I do keep forgetting to grab the extra monitor, that spare monitor at Vermont Gaming Academy. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm just going to check all my settings and make sure everything's up and running properly. Yes, all the sound is on, and we have picture. We are looking good to go. So, with all that being said, welcome to Vermont Gaming Academy's multiplayer server. We would love, absolutely love, to get more people actively playing in here. It's a fun mod pack. It's fantastic. We will help you out. Once you see some of the stuff that I've done and Jamie's done, I mean, we're hoping that you guys will be able to jump on. Jamie has given me permission to invite anyone I want to come and play. So if you are interested, shoot me a message and I will do a quick screening, get some information from you, how long your experience in Minecraft and things of that nature, and then get some approval, and I will definitely still go through Jamie just to double check everything and make sure, and then get you guys all set up and come on and join us and have fun. I'm on Minecraft all the time. I am just completely addicted to Minecraft in general, but then Jamie dragged me into modded, and it's just been wonderful ever since. So we're going to start off today at spawn, my friends. And so this is when you come in, this is what you're going to see. You're going to pop up here on top of this mountain, and there'll be this obelisk, which I have added torches so that you guys know where to go and where you came from. I do apologize for the cough. Still getting over a little bit of a cold. But you'll also notice this chest down here. When it comes to the multiplayer servers, I like to give to the players something to start off with. They don't have to take it, but we have ruby, peridot, and sapphire armor. Also, some hamburgers, courtesy of Bob's Burgers. Yes, I said it. We have a Bob's Burgers, and I'm going to show you that today. I've been reworking the storage system in there, but that's all going to change again, just because I've learned how to build ME drives, and that's a whole nother ball game, which I will get into on the single player server where I'm doing all the tutorials and builds and all that happy fun stuff online. However, I have been thinking about doing some streaming while I'm playing just for Twitch, which will mean there'll be downtime, there'll be pauses, there will be, all the derps. I mean, every little aspect of it is going to be on a live stream because there is no cuts. So, with that being said, it is getting nighttime because I am standing here flapping my jaws. Ooh, gotta wet my whistle there. All right. So, if you head north, which we are going to, is kind of where everybody, when we first started the server, it's where everybody went to. Everyone just started heading north. I apologize again for coughing. Everyone's still getting over this cold. All right. And let's just jump off this cliff. I have a hang glider. I also have a jetpack on. So you can see someone started down here, never finished, never went any further. It was like they were on for the first week and then completely left. I believe his name is Sean, who has considered coming back here to Minecraft and finishing up his nice little home. He's got a cute little setup going on over here. Not sure who is playing over here, but there is a base over here that started that they never came back. Now, over here is mine and Jamie's very first base. And This base was a lot of fun to build, and it was a great way to get started. This is Jamie. He built this giant kind of like powerhouse building, and he built into this side of the mountain here. Ignore the portal there. That's to our new base, but we're going to fly over. So Jamie started out in here. I kind of made it nice and pretty for him so he can enjoy it. And it does link in, it does have a back area which does link into my base, because we wanted to be able to go back and forth in between each other's places without any problems. I am keeping an eye on the chat if you see me look over to the side. Oh, there's the inscriber he was telling me about. Okay. So yeah, we started off in here. This all wasn't here. This was one of the last things that Jamie was working on before he hasn't been able to play in a long time, and that makes me sad. But he had animal pins in here that he was automatically harvesting, and I kind of took from that and learned from that. He had automatic farm up there. I had on top of this building was a oh, what is that called where you spawn the mobsters? A mob spawner. Duh. And inside here I've got some melee turtles which would kill them, and there were some things underneath there that put the stuff into here so we would get all the mob drops. The funnel things. Oh, hoppers. There we go. I knew it would come in. So yeah, we had this whole setup, so we had plenty of extra stuff coming in. I had tree farms up here going, just the normal vanilla farms, because Jamie had that huge tree farm going over there. We were just having so much fun doing all this. I had a cemetery for all my witchcraft and botania stuff, which the structure is still here, so whoever takes it over, guess what? You get it. Oh no! Hey, Dirty Santa. Hey, I see you there, Dylan. Yeah, Dylan. I know you. Call me Dirty Santa. It's not Dirty Santa anymore. It's Dirty Wizard. Get it right. We have a whole internal joke going on. Yeah, don't ask. Our first ever nether portal. Did it all up nice. Got some skulls going on over here. I did do a huge map of the current area. As a matter of fact, you can see the new base on the area. This map has not been updated in a while. And here was my, I called it the witchery. So it looked like a little witch's hut. Had sign with like potion bottles and stuff on it. Here's the foyer area. Still got the couch in there. So whoever takes this over can have it. Oh, Dylan's brother. Sorry about that. Of course he would. He would tell you to call me that. Oh, boy. Yes, it's nice to actually be able to see the chat while I'm playing Minecraft. Yes, it is. So down here in the basement is where I had all the storage, and you can see there's still stuff left down here. Just because I got tired of transferring it all. There was so much. Oh, I see a creeper down there, guys. I see a creeper. Oh, you dirty, dirty little creeper. He's a dirty creeper. I'm going to shoot him in the face. Oh, got him in the side of the head. Let's see. Come down here and play? Yes, he does. Okay, well, now there's a giant hole in here. It's not too bad. Whoever takes it over can fix it up. Because I'm not going to. Oh no, I'm going to continue playing. I am showing off the old base. I'm going to show you guys the new base in just a moment. I am never going to quit playing Minecraft. And I will be playing probably a little bit later tonight as well. Maybe even just stream through the night, because there's a lot of stuff I want to get done. But there's a bunch of rooms down here. This is where the XP tank was. This is where the armory was. This is where I was growing ender pearls. You can see I made a mistake here because these really truly only thrive in the dark, and I had lighting, but this was an oreberry bush growing area. In here was the machine working area. Back here was all the wiring and batteries. Oh, there are all kinds of baddies down here. Of course, we haven't been to this base in a long time, so I expect a bunch of crap being lurking around. But there are tons of extra stuff in here. I'm just going to leave that there for the next person to take over this base. Oh, I hope you do join. Please come on. Minecraft is our multiplayer server. It needs more active people. I have been the only one on. My daughter has jumped on, and she has been working on a base, which I'll show you. It's close to ours. There's some more pathways and passageways, and again, this way leads up into behind Jamie's place. Like I said, we wanted to have a way to connect to each other, so we didn't have to go outside when we were first started playing, so we didn't have to deal with mobs. This is his old smeltery. And again, any new players that come on, not only do you get a kit to start off with, you get the armor, you get the the sword, the pickaxe, the shovel to start off with. You don't have to take it. You can start over from scratch, but it's there at spawn. And there's these buildings. I believe I have unclaimed all mine. I'll have to get Jamie to make sure he unclaims all his and takes it with him, takes whatever he wants with him. Not that he needs anything at the new base. But we have a lot going on. We also have, this is where I had the bees. I was doing all the work with the bees. Some gardening going on over here. We have an RV you can live in. You can live in this RV if you want to get started in here. I'll double check and make sure I've unclaimed all this so that people have access to it. But there's a little bathroom, but here's a little storage area. There's a crafting area. There's a smelting area. A little bit of everything going on in here in this tiny little camper, which is kind of cool. It's even got a little campfire going. There is a car that is not really functional. It's mostly there for looks, but you got to have a car to tow around one of these little things. There is a bed in here, a chest. You could add a crafting table, whatever, what have you. But you could make this whole area a starting house or whatever. And then when you're done with it and ready to move on, you can pass it along to someone else, unclaim it, and let someone else use it. So that was kind of the idea for this area here, was for new people that came on could come and join us, and they can stay in there while they got started. All right. See, my health is getting low, so I'm going to grab some of these berries here and just munch on them real quick. And that was kind of the idea of having these. These are awesome bushes. You can just grab the berries right off of them and just start munching on them. Now, they don't give you a whole lot of health. But as you can see, it filled up my food bar, and that's what I needed. There we go. So let's fly on. This base here has been abandoned long, long ago. Unfortunately, I think it's still technically claimed. So we will have to get that unclaimed and let someone take it over. I don't know how we can do that. There's a couple gravestones. People dying everywhere and not going back for their stuff. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is the piece de resistance, the new base. This is mine and Jamie's full-on base. You can see it is massive, my friends. This place is huge, and it all starts with a freaking pirate ship. Ta-da! Yes, my friends, a pirate ship. I actually had this built over at the old base, tore it completely down, and brought it all the way over. And then I had discovered at that point DecoCraft. And DecoCraft is what adds these cool little features like the cannons and the barrels and cannonballs and steering wheel and gold and you name it, I put it on there. Yes, I love to build. Well, when you're playing vanilla Minecraft, you really get into the building aspect of the game, and then you just add mods on top of it, and it grows and it grows, and yeah, it is taking over. You can see here, our pirate ship has just delivered some fresh seafood and fruits and all this fun stuff. So you come off here. We have a water tower here, which is going into a greenhouse, and it's constantly full and constantly pumping into the greenhouse. We have a couple knights from DecoCraft just to enhance our entranceway. Then we have a nice little beach area over here. I'm just going to jump over here for a moment just to show you some more DecoCraft stuff. And now these chairs are actually functional. You can sit in them and enjoy the beach. So if I just click on that, I am actually sitting in the chair. If you look at me, you can see my my avatar is just sitting down. So you can sit here, chill on the beach, watch the water. I actually, when I spend some time fishing, I'll sit here and actually just fish right here from this chair. It's kind of funny. I'll have to do that live. So to get out of it, it's like mounting or unmounting a horse. You just hit shift and you can get back out of it. Same with the couches and chairs and stuff. But let's go over to the main entrance. And I rebuilt this wall. So there was originally a standard village here. And it basically, I tore it all down and rebuilt it. And I'm working on re-adding the villagers in. I'll get to that. So as you come in here, to your left, we have our tavern. And yes, it is a functional tavern. We actually serve alcohol in this tavern. It is, right now we have apple brandy, vodka, and whiskey. I'm working on making some other, and that's from Benny's Mods. So a lot of fun. Here's the greenhouse here. I am growing some melons on the outside. That's the portal that links to the old base, because that's how we were transferring stuff back and forth. All right, so let's go in here. This out here, this wheat out here is just for looks. But this wheat is constantly growing. I actually have to put an auto crafter in here soon, just because this is completely 100% full, and making hay bales by hand sucks. So I'm going to auto craft that. And if we take a look down here, we can see how some of this works. This pipe here is actually coming from our crops way down. But up here is the planter. It's full of seeds. Some seeds, not all seeds go straight to here. Some are kicked over to the chicken pen, which feeds the chickens. The chickens automatically breed and duplicate and all that happy fun stuff. Now for the harvester, it has a pipe coming down for the boiler. We're probably going to take damage here in a minute. But this is what you get from boiling the sludge down. Yeah, here comes some sludge. Let's get out of here. When it's processing the sludge, you don't want to stand next to it because it gives off this almost like a poisonous effect. So you want to be careful. But you get sand, you get clay, you get all that stuff. You don't have to go hunting for the clay anymore. Don't have to go digging for sand. It's so fantastic. Then you just close that. And I have figured out what to do with decaying wheat. I just haven't done it in this world, but I've done it in the single player world. All right, let's take a quick look at the tavern real quick, since this is next kind of in line. I don't have a straight way down, but when we go into our actual house, I'll take you down into the basement and show you the brewing area. But I'm thinking about putting an elevator in here so you can go up and down a lot easier. A lot of DecoCraft in here. I don't know what happened here, but I got to replace those bricks. I don't think it was a creeper. It could have been. It could have been. But we have DecoCraft stuff up here just to make it look good. The stools are 100% usable. So if I click on it, I'm sitting at the bar. And I can reach all the barrels to be able to grab myself a drink if I want. And then obviously shift to get out of the chair. And then some more DecoCraft stuff just to make it look nice. We got some zombie heads, deer heads, and bear heads. Heads all around. We do have chandeliers. And then, not sure why that's open. Okay, there's some weird missing bricks. Blocks missing from random places. But we have bear rug, we have a couch up here, and a piano so far. That's all we have. Didn't go into too much detail up there because I probably won't be spending a lot of time up there. Before we go to the actual house, which is over there, while we're looking around, guys, can you tell me whose house this is? Can you take a wild guess? All right, so now we're gonna jump into the barn while you guys take a guess. Over here, I have some crops and stuff growing. This is cinder pearls, which gives you blaze. So I just have them here. You right-click them and to harvest them, and I have these void hoppers, these vacuum hoppers up here, which will collect everything. You can see we've got tons of cactus going on. The cactus pop off and then they jump into there. So we have a lot of cactus available. So anyone that needs it can stop on by. I've stocked up my daughter on a lot of some of the supplies that we have tons of. Just because I think we've been playing for about a year now. But like I said, Jamie hasn't had time recently to be able to play. The pig pen is empty right now, but there's normally pigs in here. But I let it run too long. Johnny Depp's house? No. No. No, no. No. No, no. No Johnny Depp. This was a pig pen, but I let the grinder run too long and it killed off all my pigs. But everything, and I'll show you underneath, but everything runs underneath. And you can see we are fully stocked on eggs right now. That's why it's throwing them out. But yeah, everything runs underneath. When it's harvested, it goes into here, and then I throw it in the barrels. This whole storage system is about to change now that we have the ME system going. Pork chops out the wazoo. We have 55 stacks plus 2 plus whatever's in here. Bee stuff. I do have some bee stuff going on. Let's kill some chickens. Automatic chicken killing. Gotta love it. And those, when they die, because there's actually 2 different devices. There's a harvester and then there's the grinder. But the grinder throws the meat, the eggs, and the feathers in here. The harvester throws eggs and feathers over there. I know. Complicated. Because I'm a complex type of person. Alright, so over here we have bee stuff. We have Pam's harvest stuff that we need for their bees, which is a totally simple thing. And then we have the more complex bees from, what mod is this from? Forestry. And there's also extra bees, which is which adds to it. But we have the centrifuge to spin out the honeycomb. We have the carpenter, which is used for several different things. And then we have a squeezer, which is used to make liquid honey. Can't go wrong with that. Which you can bottle and all that happy fun stuff. Okay, it's not quite nighttime yet. I have a little mini garden over here for small things. I've been growing rice, wheat, chili peppers to make chili, obviously. All the poison potatoes and all that happy fun stuff. I have a seed analyzer over here, which is from AgriCraft, and that whole setup is totally crazy. But you can see just this little garden right here, I get a lot of results out of it. Jennifer Lopez, no! Bad! No Jenny. No Jenny from the block. Although Jenny from the block, This is another sludge boiler that's spitting up a bunch of stuff. Jay-Z, nope. No Jay-Z. Let's see. I will say it's a he. He is famous. I'll give you another look. But not famous in the way you think. He's a fictional character who lives in this house. And think on the lines of horror. That should give you a huge clue. Just the green, white, and red should give you a huge clue. I know you can't really see my avatar too well, so you can't. Bob's Burgers, ladies and gentlemen. Squirrels. Bob's Burgers, we're going to get there. Let's start with the blacksmith shop, which is right here. We'll go into here. We'll take a look around. So this is where I can sell all my goods. I've got armor for days. Hagrid. Oh, you don't watch horror movies? Oh, I got you. It is Freddy Krueger's house from A Nightmare on Elm Street. That's why my avatar is, or my skin is Freddy Krueger. So there you go. Red and green should have been the giveaway if you know Freddy Krueger. But anyway, I have this nice little counter out here. I need to put a cash register up here just for looks. But I have all kinds of swords and weapons and armor available. I am working on some new stuff. This is a nano suit, which gets charged up, and instead of taking normal damage, it uses the energy that it's charged with instead of taking your normal damage. And there's a hat and pants and boots that go along with it. Just haven't quite got there. And yes, there's sleeping bags. Oh, do I love the sleeping bag. Don't have to run all the way back to a bed just to take a nap. All right, we have an auto anvil. This one being from Open Blocks. And then we have another auto anvil from Mine Factory Reloaded. This one uses liquid experience, which I have a drain here. If it wasn't full, it would suck the liquid experience out and put it into the anvil, and then it automatically fixes or binds whatever you want to it. Over here, kind of does the same thing, but runs on liquid essence. And you get this from grinding mobs. So the mobs that we kill with the grinders have, they spit out this essence, and then you can harness that, put it in here, and whatever you put in here, it'll automatically do, but it takes a little bit of time to actually function. Over here, Jamie built this really cool lava fabricator, which shoots stuff into this tank. I connected it to the smeltery, so we have a never-ending supply of lava. Liquid hot magma. See? Never going to run out. Never. And then I have excess stuff over here. So this is essence, extra essence, which I can dump off into there. I have some liquid redstone. Up there is destabilized liquid redstone. So much going on. All these machines, these are all RF powered. You can see back there behind the wall. I had to take this block out to put a barrel here earlier because I was working on making cryotheum, which I don't think I have any in here. No, I must have put it all away. But cryotheum to cool our reactor. Yes, folks, I have a reactor, and it is amazing. And it looks really cool now, too. But these are all powered by this little mini generator because they run off of EU, so it's a whole different power source than what we have. I did build a solar panel for up here, and that works great. That's 80,000 RF that it holds to power all these, but we are getting power also from the reactor itself. I mean, there's a whole lot going on. Oh, under the barn. I did forget. I got sidetracked by more squirrels. Ooh, I forgot to show you under the barn because there's a whole nother animal under there. Now, this one doesn't have any backup solar panels on the roof or anything. This one is strictly run from the nuclear reactor. As you can see by the pipes coming in like from the wall, back wall there. But yeah, we have liquid essence going in here. This is processing the compost that was coming from the pigs, which goes into here. You can see we're getting a lot of poo. A lot of poo. This is industrial fertilizer. The industrial fertilizer gets put into here, and then we take that out to the crops. You can see I've got tons of essence from all the animals being ground, and you can see all the piping underneath the barn here. And I've tried to keep it looking nice. All right, so let's go back up here. There is storage up here. This is just your standard barrel storage. We got extra potatoes, dirt, We have extra feathers, a metric butt ton of eggs. So I've been giving everybody that comes on a fresh batch of eggs. You can actually make hard-boiled eggs out of them and eat them, and they do good. All right, so Bob's Burgers. I really kind of want to get in here because this is my baby. This is my piece de resistance. Bob's Burgers is a massive building, and yes, it is full of residents. And I will show them to you in a moment. And we'll show you Pizza Hut in progress here after Bob's Burgers. So you come into Bob's Burgers, a lot of deco craft in here to get this lighting, standard vanilla pictures. Just dress it up, make it look like the diner as much as possible, as much as you can in a Minecraft situation. We have sodas over here for all the kiddos and anyone that enjoys a nice frothy beverage. We have salads for those light eaters. We have the special of the day, as they do at Bob's Burgers every day. We have the McPam. Yes, that is a thing. We have some foot-long subs. We have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, my friends. You know what? I'm in dire need of some food, and that monster jerky just ain't doing it for me. So I'm going to grab me some foot-long subs. Woo! Oh, I forgot. These Deco Craft drawers are actually 100% functional. You can store all you want in here. Yeah, let's eat some. Let's eat that footlong. And you see that gave us 3 meat pops full of hunger. So really awesome. The Pam's Harvest stuff has been amazing. We got some sausages hanging from the ceiling, some onion rings. We have kind of like a menu system up here that you can look at. And to go with that, we have the actual food itself, from everything from hamburgers, cheeseburgers, bacon cheeseburgers. We have, you know, deluxe with everything on it. We even have hot dogs for the young ones. And I believe there's chicken tenders somewhere. There's grilled cheese. I've been working slowly on this breakfast menu. We have coffee that's available. We have pancakes. We have blueberry pancakes. We have omelets. We have a hearty breakfast with steak and eggs. How can you go wrong with that? It's really, really some cool stuff going on up in here. This is my favorite build of all time. It has to be. I put a lot of work and pride into it. All right, so in here we just have a little bathroom just for looks. Nothing too crazy there. Ooh, there's a wall there. There's a wall there. There's a wall there. So I have turned off the gardens for now because I'm reworking the system, but I left this open so you could watch the food go up through the pipe and into the floor above. And here's the kitchen area. This is the new storage system that I've been working on. But again, all this is going to get tore down because I have discovered the whole ME drive thing. And it is incredible, and I just don't want to deal with drawers anymore and trying to expand it this way. But this will work for now. This is only a temporary situation until I want to get our house finished with the storage over there, and then I'll come back over here and revamp this. So the process for this now is to switch it all over. But we got milk coming down. How are we getting milk from the ceiling? Because cows live in our building. And that's how we get our meat. That's how we get our milk. And it all pipes down into here. This isn't being piped in yet, but it will be. We do have a fridge. The fridge in DecoCraft are all functional, which is amazing. Like I said, the cabinets, they work. You can store stuff in there. The Pam's Harvest Crafts sinks are like a mini well. And it looks really, really good. And you can get an infinite water supply from it without having to dig a hole and put water in it and all that stuff. So it's a great tool to use. We have a presser in here to make oil out of our mustard seed. And this one here isn't actually functional. It's just there for looks. So, moving on. Let's go upstairs to the next floor of Bob's Burgers. Because why not? Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the tour. You don't have to talk. Please, by all means, kick back Enjoy the show. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm doing right now. Second floor. This is where everything's being piped in, and then it would be sorted through all these channels and down into their appropriate boxes. Now, I had everything being brought downstairs to the kitchen area, but since we're changing that all up, I had to temporarily just everything's being brought up here. And will eventually be piped into this drawer slave, which will send everything into there. And then we're going to change that all up again with a whole new system. So, if it's not one thing, it's another. But guys, check it out. We have automatic bread and toast maker. So the bread comes down from this automatic crafter above because there's wheat growing on the roof. Yes, I said wheat growing on the roof, and we'll take a look at that in a little bit. So you can imagine if I were to revamp this, I could grow all my crops on the roof or in the basement and then have them all piped in. But I'll show you where I have the crops now. Oh, look, you can see the bread coming down. See it coming down? It'll stop in this barrel, and then it's going to be piped down to here. And I had to do that to get it to go from this machine to these. It was a little bit of a headache. Now, is this going to go into the bread box? Nope, it's going to go automatically into the toaster. The next one that comes down will go into the bread box. So it's like every other one is toasted and every other one goes into there so that you have all the bread you need to make all your sandwiches for Bob's Burgers. We got lettuce coming in. We got onions. Peanuts are being grown outside in that small garden. We're automatically harvesting there you go. There's the cows coming in, which is also automatically harvesting. You see, I got a full crate of hamburger right there. We got a full crate and then some of leather. We are never going to run out of this stuff. And there's the grinder right there. You can see the meat coming down and the leather, and it's going to go through its separate ways. Boom, that goes down there. That's going to get sent over there. And again, once everything's finished and I could pipe it right into the slave, it'll all go straight down into the kitchen. Because we have cows above, we also have another fertilizer machine down here, which I emptied out yesterday, and now look, it's almost full again. We have essence, we have the poop coming down, we have lots of this industrial fertilizer, and I'll show you the machines once we get over to the crops. We got beans, we got mustard seeds, we got spice leaves, which are used to make the Coca-Cola. We got blueberry for blueberry pies. Got it all, guys. I got it all. Strawberries for strawberry shakes and stuff. Yes, you can make ice cream. There's so much. I love Pam's Harvest Craft, and I know a lot of YouTubers don't get into that stuff, but I'm telling you, we're gonna get into it in the single player server. All right, jump on the elevator here. Go up to the next floor. Boom. Meet the residents of Bob's Burgers. Yes, they are all cows, my friends. And so what we have going on over here is we have a breeder. So all the cows standing around the breeder, the wheat comes in from the roof, and this automatically feeds them, causing them to have little baby cows. This is the sewer right here that's pumping the essence and the poop down to the next floor to be processed. Over here is the killing area. And you can see I have it fenced off because the grinder works in a 5x5 area. So I don't want all the cows going. You see that one just died. But I don't want all the cows going into that corner and dying off on me. And this is where the milk has come from. This is the harvester. Milk is harvested by all the cows standing around it and gets pumped down. And they just keep breeding and growing and dying. Keep breeding, growing, and dying. And it's a wonderful, never-ending cycle. I'm going to go ahead and sleep so that we can get daylight outside. Try not to spawn any mobs as much as possible. Now this is something expansion. I can't read it, but anyway. So this is the automatic crafter. So I did the same thing here like I showed you guys with the bread. We've got the wheat coming in from the roof, and then one of them will go down. The second one will go over here to the crafting table. This crafting table has a special recipe plan in it just for bread. And once it gets all the ingredients, it'll spit it out, which goes down below. Now this machine has to be run by a special generator called the electrine generator, which uses this cool like blue electrine stuff. I wish there's more I could do with this. Maybe there is, I just haven't come across it yet. But you put that in and it powers it, and then it just keeps going for days. Now we can go up to this next floor. Nope, that's down. Gotta go up. Not a whole lot going on in here. This is where the water for the garden is coming from. Extra pipes. I just wanted to create a space where if I needed to I could run pipes and stuff. But nothing too crazy going on here, and I might have to do that when I redo all this. But it's an ever-growing project, and it's going to continue to expand. But let's head out to the roof for the final part of Bob's Burgers here. Right up here. So we have a harvester, which is got a chip in it that increases the radius to a 6x6. There is a planter. No, there's no planter in this one. So there's nothing that's replanting because we have the crop sticks there. Once it matures, it automatically harvests it, but it doesn't fully take it away. We have a sprinkler system in here, which makes it grow faster. We also have a backup generator should we need it. You can see the wheat going down there, about to be processed or whatever. And as a matter of fact, I can throw this wheat in there and let that do its thing. I do have a survival generator up here just as a backup. I don't have any coal in it right now, but it is running off of the solar panel and the nuclear power station as well. It's a fantastic little system we got going on over here. And I really got to thank Jamie for getting me into it. There's the crops. We're going to just jet over here real quick and take a look at the crops. This shouldn't take too long. Of course, I say that as I'm dying on my cough. But this is how I had them set up. And this is why we have so much extra stuff. So I've disconnected it for now because trying to redo everything while all this food is being pumped in, and it's a pain in the butt. So we have a harvester which pumped underground, which is actually, you can see the glass tunnel there. It's pumped right through that and up into Bob's Burgers. I also have for the pig pen, we have carrots down here, which is going through the same process. This is the lettuce. The carrots are the next crop over. This is all the carrots, which is being piped underground again towards the barn to feed the pigs. That was that pipe that black pipe that I showed you underneath the greenhouse, and I said I'd show you what that was for. That's what it's for. So we have lettuce. We have a sludge boiler, which takes care of all of the crops, all the harvesters. So we get a lot of stuff. Look at that. Blocks of clay. We get sand. We got peat moss. Oh, there's that effect that I was telling you guys about when it runs. I don't think water does anything for you, but I'm going to get away from it just in case. Peat moss can be used as another source of fuel. There's a lot going on. We have tomatoes, because you need that for your burgers. Onions, need that for onion rings. You need that for some of the burger recipes. You got cucumbers to make pickles, blueberries to make the blueberry pies. This is the spice leaf to make Coca-Cola. And these gardens I've come across don't actually need to be this big. You only need small gardens. You only need to do the standard 3x3 garden. You're good to go. Because it will pump out a lot of stuff. Like these huge gardens pump out a lot. And you can see the 3x3 square there. That's because this does not have a chip in it to expand it. So it only does that. And unfortunately, that doesn't help us out a whole lot. You see the carrot going down? See it? See it? Yeah. But most of these have a chip. This one does not. So Like all this that's growing out here, yeah, it does. It's not even being picked up. Here's what you do with the industrial fertilizer. You take it out of here, put it into here. Beautiful. It makes your crops grow faster. So if I were to shrink this back down, plant this over here, and instead of the planter trying to plant it everywhere, it'll just plant it right in this spot. And it'll grow super fast, and you'll get a lot of items. So putting all this stuff together and, you know, tweaking it and all that happy fun stuff is what it's all about. We running off solar power here. Same thing for all these are running off solar power. I don't believe I have a power line from the nuclear reactor to here, but then we got bean crops, which also has a fertilizer over here. And then we have strawberries for making strawberry pie, strawberry ice cream, which all, I don't have it actually being directly pumped over there. So it's just going into this chest right here. A lot going on, a lot going on. Now over there is where my daughter is, Chloe. She's been working on a bunch of stuff. Although she's not that great at the builds, but you know, she'll get there. She keeps complaining that she has a square building. I'm like, well, fix it. All right, so Pizza Hut is a work in progress right now. But I got the standard structure up. I'm just using that clay that we get out of the boilers to make the roof. So I'm trying to finish that up before we start working on the inside. And also the brickwork here. Got to finish that. But it's a pretty big building. Gonna kind of have a similar thing going on like Bob's Burgers. Only difference is Pam's Harvest Craft offers so much that I really wanted to do pizzas and pasta, but I can't do all that in Bob's Burgers. It just doesn't seem right. So yeah, so we got a Pizza Hut going on, and I'm looking forward to getting that up and running. So any new players or anyone that keeps coming on needs food or needs sustenance, you guys can come and get it. Here is the library. This is one of the last buildings before we go inside. This is the library. Why in the heck do we need a large library? Because of Mincraft. This is actually a tutorial by TSMC. I just changed the blocks that I used to make it look a little bit nicer. But Mincraft, you can see we have these bookshelves in here, is where you can create your own worlds to go into. We have mining world. Now, Jamie is the master of this. Jamie knows what he's doing. I made some attempts. I don't know if they're still here. No, I threw them away. I did try, but he's got a whole working station over here, place where you can put extra books. This is the actual writing desk. Inkwell, a trash can for throwing away bad books. So if it's a world that just comes out and you can't do anything with it, you throw it right in there. We have a little crafting station to do whatever he needs. There's books in there, lecterns. This is a book binder where you put your book together. You can see there was plenty of leather in there. We have some collation folders in here. Like I said, these DecoCraft things are functional, so you can use them to put whatever in. I think there's some, oh yeah, ink right over here. So you take the ink vial, you put it in the ink thing, and the thing, just like that. Look at that. Jamie's ready to rock and roll. So I'm hoping that he's going to get time here soon, maybe, you know, next month, to come in and we can actually do a couple shows together and get some stuff done and make some cool worlds. Now, the second floor here is all open right now because we haven't got a world where we can collect crystals, and crystals are used to make these book portals where you put the book in and it creates a portal kind of like another portal, and you can walk through that way rather than clicking on the book itself. And Mincraft is a whole nother like animal altogether. Looks like the sun's setting on this perfect day. We're almost done with the tour, guys. We got the backyard and the front yard, and then we'll move inside and show you all the good, happy, fun stuff. Grab our sleeping bag. I know that sun's going down soon. I've got my botania stuff here. You can see I've been collecting mystical flowers, been using them to make day blooms and night blooms and all that fun stuff. What is that all used for? And these are mystical flowers as well, just growing them right here in the front yard. Some ender pearl lilies, endless supply of ender pearls, but it does take forever to grow. Some more botania stuff over here. We have a runic altar for making these cool runes of earth as well as other things. Okay, I think we can sleep now. And we have a mana pool here. These are specialty flowers. They're called mana stars that just kind of put off this blue glow to let you know if you're using too much mana, or like it monitors your mana production. See how it's putting off that blue? So it monitors your mana production and lets you know whether it's worth it or not. And I have 2 mana spreaders with some endoflame flowers, which I had to create through the apothecary over there. We have a mana spark, which is able to link up to another spark, if I can get to it, which is right here, which we built this kind of terrestrial algorithm plate on this almost altar looking thing so that we can make terra steel. Terra steel is then turned to make other items in Botania. But I've been getting into this and witchcraft a lot because Jamie's more on the technical side of things, although I have been taking over some of that just to get some stuff done. And this is a special pure daisy which makes living wood and living stone to craft the things you need from Botania. This system here is you have to feed the endoflames in order for them to produce mana. So in the hoppers I have coal. And the coal shoots into this dispenser that's in front of it, and then it drops it down. Now, if we come over here, real quick, okay, you see that blast is filling up the mana. And then what I do is I surround these mana spreaders with day blooms and night blooms, and that also produces mana. So now backyard. Oh, the roof has some solar panels on it. But that's a long distance for solar panels. So I've most recently just started this garden. This is Wolfsbane for witchcraft. I need to go out and collect some more Wolfbane seeds, but this is for the lycanthropy stuff that I want to do. Is that a zombie over there? I think that's a zombie trying to eat my villager. Get out of here, zombie. Bad zombie. All right, we have our automatic tree farm, which is piped into our house, which I'll show you the storage area for that. And we have an automatic coal farm, which cooks the wood into coal and then sends that to our house. So we have a never-ending supply of coal. Now, this house is empty, and that one over there is empty. However, this one should have a villager in it. Yes, we have a farmer and hardened solar panels on top as backups for our power system. This one here has a librarian in it. And you can see I added the fence in there just to keep them in, keep them safe. And this one, I have hardened solar panels on top of that. This is Belladonna for witchcraft. And here we have Jamie built these really cool water wheels, which are, it's a lot of work to build these and then put these together. And they produce a good amount of power. However, I don't feel like they're truly as efficient as they could be. I don't know. But it's piped into the house, which is piped down into where the reactor is as well. So we got plenty of backup power. As you can see here, I've been dabbling in a lot of witchcraft stuff. We have an altar out here, and an altar. You see all these items on the altar. This is one of my favorites. It actually powers the altar itself, And as long as you have other things around it, it will power it. Like we have this special this special rowan wood from Witchcraft. And we have another one here. If you were to cut these down, there's a possibility of a treant that will appear. And I started using a turtle to tunnel down this way just to see if we could tunnel through to the other side. But I stopped doing that a while ago because I just get distracted by things, and there's all kinds of squirrels. But yeah, this is circle magic from Witchcraft, and I used it to make, what did I use it for? It was something that I had to do. Oh, for the chalk, for the, no. I had to do something special for the chalk, but it was for something. So I'll take you into the Witch's Tower, which is just a normal tower. I do have the lycanthrope statue. Ah. Oh, I'm going to put on hover. Hang on. I do have the lycanthrope statue up here, the wolf altar, that you need when you want to become a werewolf and you want to get those achievements. Which, yes, I want to become a werewolf. And you can take the curse of the wolf off. Oh. Hitting all kinds of buttons and hitting the wrong ones. There we go. So this is the carpenter's door, which is so it kind of hides the entrance to this. But you go in here, and you see we have an elevator in here. Just built this storage system over here for all the shards for Thaumcraft. I have another one ready to build right here. And then this one's just empty. This one's carrying all the extra stuff that I haven't been able to store away yet. Go up here. This is one of my favorite rooms. This is the Witchcraft room. We have an altar in here with over 3,000 power, which is fantastic. I have the belladonna and the mandrake in here to help power this. The Adler wood is a magical wood, so that's in here. That helps power it. We have endless water supply. I know it's weird that we have eggs in here, but you need it to be able to do some of these brews. So we have a witch's cauldron. We have this witch's oven with 2 filters on the side, which will help us get the extra items out of it, which is awesome. And then you can see some of the brews that I have already made. These are not brews, but what's it called? Essences or something or other. Let's see. Yeah, fumes. There we go. I knew it would kick in. There we go. Yeah, so there's diamond vapor, there's oil vitriol, there's reek of misfortune. These are different fumes and infusions and stuff that you can use to do all kinds of other witchcraft sorcery. I had to make some golden chalk, which is a process in itself. Ritual chalk. Now this chalk I thought belonged to witchcraft, but it's not. It's runic dungeons, so I have to go and look at that up. But I collected that on my journeys and my adventures along the way. All right, so I'll just show you quickly. The next floor is going to be the Thaumcraft area. We have a research table with a chest next to it just to put stuff. I do have this distillery from Witchcraft up here because I had no other place downstairs to put it. Come on. Oh, do I not? Okay. And then the final floor I haven't even worked on yet. I don't even have an elevator. But we do have a solar panel on the roof which charges this energy cell so we can run power into our place. Alright, I believe that is all of the backyard and the front yard explained and shown off. And you can see the whole town is surrounded by the wall, except for this area where the mountain is. But that's okay. We can do that later. There's a lot more I could show you guys, but I mean, that's further away and it's small stuff. Small beans compared to what we got going on here. Alright, just came through the back door of the house. And here's our kitchen. Used a lot of, so you get these trophies from harvesting animals or killing mobs, things of that nature. But we have cabinets in here. I mean, it looks like an actual kitchen. They function. We have tea. Should I have any guests over, I can offer them a cup of tea or coffee. All these cabinets function. There's bread up there. This one does not. I don't know why, and the oven does not. It would be cool if they could have worked out how to make this work like this. So I do have these iron furnaces here. I was about to say traditional, but they're not vanilla because they're iron furnaces. Just a little wine rack for looks. The refrigerator is functional, just like the one at Bob's Burgers. I do have something going on over here. So you see I've got some monster jerky, and that is made by hanging rotten zombie flesh up here on this drying rack. Now you could hang beef to make beef jerky. You can hang pork to make bacon jerky. You can just jerky it all up. This table is not functional. It's there for looks. It's a baking table. This is functional. The excess rotten flesh I just store in here, and I keep the jerky as a backup food source. There we go. Which does come in handy if you're in a pinch. And then we have a living room. I haven't done a whole lot in here. You can see the ceiling's a bit higher. We do have a ceiling fan in here. I've been slowly adding more and more. I made some changes in here earlier. I discovered carpenter blocks, so I've been doing that to get some more lighting in here so that we can hopefully in the future take down all these torches. That's my goal. We have a dining area with a nice, beautiful chandelier. I threw up some pictures just the other day. Ignore that thing that's in that room over there. Use carpenter blocks instead of normal blocks to give this a nice edge instead of that stair step look. We'll go up here real quick because there's not a whole lot up here. I do have a bathroom. We got a nice little sign right there. This is a hot tub which actually functions. You can get in it. Feels good. Shift to get out of it, I think. Yep. Come on. There we go. Let me out. It does not want to let me out. Okay, that's not a good thing. I don't know what I did. Okay. Go put that back. Whoops. And you can see there's a lot of room for me to do stuff up here as well. So I'm thinking like batteries. I do want to put more solar panels on the roof, the better ones, just as backups for power, because we're using a lot. This is Jamie's room, if you couldn't tell. That's his head up there. I've given him a nice red canopy bed and some end tables, which are not functional. But this stuff in here, his Mincraft stuff that we brought over from the old bases, a bunch of that stuff I just threw right in here when we moved. Yeah, so he's got a bunch of stuff in here that he was working on. So we need to encourage Jamie to get back online and come help us out. This is Josh's bedroom. This is my bedroom. I kept it simple. A couple nightstands. I went with the black canopy myself and a little lava lamp on the side, which does actually function as a light. Not a very bright light, but it does work. And then we have our dressers. I got a wardrobe, which is 100% functional. I got a little dresser in here with some emeralds. And then down here we have the crafting area and materials. So I have this nice, beautiful big room. This back wall wasn't like this. This was actually full of those drawers you saw at Bob's Burgers. But they're gone now. And I'll show you why in just a moment. And these are just up here because this is a glowstone. Use chisel on it to make it look nice. But just storing excess stuff. I have been making a lot of healing potions so that we can fight the Ender Dragon. I have never fought the Ender Dragon before, and I'm very excited, and I hope, and I can't wait to see it, or to do it. I'm trying to get Jamie involved in that because he has never fought the Ender Dragon. The Energetic Infuser is what we use to charge our jetpack and other items that might need infusing with power. You can see that's filling up. It sucks it dry real fast just because this holds 2 million RF. So we have some extra tools. We got the Engineer's Hammer. We have the Diamond Dolly to get spawners. We have some extra materials in here. There's that other auto crafting machine I need to go put in the greenhouse for the hay. Crafting table, bookshelf, which actually holds your books that you collect along the way. And just some extra stuff. I do have some blaze monster spawners, so I'm going to build me a nice big blaze farm very, very soon. Yeah, that's going to be good time. Good time. Here's our Deco Craft bench. This is one of the Deco Craft pieces. It doesn't actually function for anything, but it's a lot of fun. So Deco Craft, you go in here. You have to fill it with clay. You have to fill it with dye. And then once you do that, you can pull anything you want out of this system. As long as you have enough materials in here to do it, and you can decorate your home however. I just got this set on the side for extra stuff. Trash can to throw anything I don't need away, like this egg, or maybe those saplings, maybe that wool. I'm not getting rid of my golden bag of holding, that's for sure. This is brand new. Just built this yesterday. This is our new, brand new storage system. This is the ME Drive system. This is our new storage. This is where everything's going to end up going. Then you can just type in here. You can type in, and it brings up everything that has to do with books. You can't go wrong with this system. This system is fantastic. And it was overwhelming at first. I'll be honest. I was looking into it and I'm going, I can't do that stuff. But obviously I can because I did it. I went through tutorials after tutorials. I read all the wiki. I read this. I did that. And then I said, okay, once I got the basics, and this is just the basic setup, I understood it a lot better. Oops. Forgot I was still up there in the typing. So yeah, this system uses these drives. So right now I'm only making the 1K because they're simple to make. And I need some materials to be able to make the higher storage drives, which is next on my list to do. All right, that's everything that's up here. I'm going to let my jetpack charge while we go downstairs, because I've got a lot of flying to do. Is that a creeper on a spider over there? I believe, yep, that's a creeper on a spider. Very odd. And so the power is coming down from the roof, and it's also connected to the nuclear power supply into this energy acceptor, because it has the applied energistics has to have this to be able to convert it to the power source that it needs for that terminal. This is just extra storage stuff in here from a long time ago. So down here we have our reactor. This is the coolest thing I can't say it's the coolest thing I've ever built, but it is fun. It's been fantastic. You can see I've been storing some spawners down here, going to make some mob killing rooms and stuff. I have an energy cell here for backup. A cyanite processor, so when it spits out the cyanite, it turns into plutonium, which can be reused in there for fuel. Now this is cooled with cryotheum, congealed cryotheum, which is a lot of work to make, but well worth it. It brings the reactor level down so it doesn't use as much fuel, and it just functions way better. Way better. But you have to be careful. This stuff will hurt you. If you land in it, if you walk in it, it will cause much pain. All right. So I'm just going to throw some extra plutonium in there because we've got things running. This is where I get my snowballs from to make the cryotheum stuff. I just threw that in yesterday. It's no big deal. This thing here, I know you guys are looking at this. This is really cool. This is a QED, Quantum Entanglement Diviner. Uses these crystals to power it to be able to make special nodes and special pipes that you need to make some of these upgraded things. Here is the inscriber, how I made the circuitry for the ME terminal, and you can see it looks pretty crazy. We have an energy acceptor, we have energy cell by applied Injurnistics. AE2 mod. There we go. And then I'm powering it with a lava generator. This is right now switched off, but I have a drum of lava up there, and if I power it on, it'll just send it down into here, and it'll power the generator, which is not needed at the moment because it's not doing anything. This here was to drain a barrel of water so that I could put it in the snowball machine. So this will be gone. This doesn't need to be here. This is the coke oven, which turns coal into coal coke and produces creosote oil, which is going into this drum here, which I have tons of. Tons of creosote oil. And that was used to make the water wheel. It's used to make windmill, treated wood, and there's a few other projects. There's rail crafting, which we're going to need it for. Because I want to build a train that goes from one place to another, and you can make a stop, and yeah, it's going to be fun. This here is a blast furnace for making steel. I take the coal coke out of there, I put it in here, I put in a stack of iron ingots, and it becomes coal. It is a really great system. Throw that in there. All right. So we have a little tool rack here for our everyday items that I use all the time. We have a trash can for messed up items or things we don't actually need. This ender chest is a traveler's ender chest, and what I mean by that is that I have a ender pouch right here that is connected to it. So whenever I go traveling, I take that ender pouch and I can chuck stuff in it. You can see that the landmarks are there for the quarry, and then obviously they connect to it. It's great. So this crafting station that I have set up, there's a chest underneath, and that chest has full of all the projects that I've been currently working on, materials and things that you build and then you just need to store away for a little while. Over here I have excess stuff roaming around over here, and then we have more stuff. This actually needs to go back over to Bob's Burgers storage system. I don't even remember how it got there. Over here I just built this this past weekend. It is actually sucking oil out from far, far away using an endothermic pump, which pumps it into an ender tank. Then I have a duplicate tank with the same colors. You can kind of see on top there. This one's white, yellow, white. So they match, which link up together, which send it through this pipe and into this refinery, which turns it into fuel, which is then used to run combustion engines. Like we have some running over in the where the quarries are. One of them is actually being run by combustion engine. So this pump here is in another world that has ethanol. And the ethanol is used same as the fuel, and it's used to run combustion engines. And unfortunately, sometimes you get lava come through at the same time, so I had to put a lava drum there, which is why that one got full. All right. I do have an end portal in here. It's kind of cool, kind of creepy looking. Not an end portal, you guys know what I mean. Oh, nether portal. And there's nothing too exciting going on the other side. Standard vanilla brew stand, making some more potions. I have a nether farm behind this wall here, which they have to grow in the dark. But they are growing, and you can see I've got more than I need. I've got some awkward potions of healing. Some more potions of healing for the Ender Dragon fight. Back here is how you gain access to everything. I've been storing stuff. So I've got like 3 drums of ethanol, 1 full drum of fuel, 2 of water. I had 2 of the lava, but obviously I'm using it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the basement. I don't think when I did this for Facebook, I don't even think I showed the basement, which is sad because there's so much going on here. I can take just a quick look. There's not a whole lot going on in here. I do have a base established. Little piggies hiding out in here. So I do have this little base established. I've got walkways that help with protection. But if you've never played Feed the Beast and you've never been to their nether, it is terrifying. Like, these pigs, they will attack you for no reason. If they just feel like attacking you, they're going to do it. Oh, crap. And I don't have my my jetpack with me. Move, Mr. Piggy. Goodbye, Mr. Piggy. Oh, no. I don't want to go through there because if I go through there, I'm going to end up at the old base. So I used Mincraft to make a linking book to be able to get back to our house. Poof. There we go. There we go, my friends. And you'll have to forgive me. I forgot which button to switch views. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to conclude the server tour right here. And yeah, let me go grab my jetpack and give you a nice aerial view as we do the outro. Oh, perfect. It's fully charged. Excellent. I'm going to swap that with the hoagies. $5 foot long. All right. There we go. Freddy Krueger's house, ladies and gentlemen. But this is mine and Jamie's base. Like I said, Chloe's over there. A bunch of abandoned bases over there. Hope that we get a few of you guys that want to come on and join us. Have a good time. You can see this awesome base over here. Help you out with anything you need to get you started. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Halloweenville with Vermont Gaming Academy. Thank you so much for watching. We are located at the University Mall, right across from Applebee's in beautiful South Burlington. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Whee! Oh no, I'm falling.